Well, a quick turnaround. We had a brief practice yesterday after playing on Saturday against Air Force. I thought we played real well offensively. Obviously, shot 60-some% from the field, had a lot of assists. So it was nice to have a step forward offensively, even though it was against a matchup zone. Now the challenge is to get ready for a very good Utah State team that beat us convincingly earlier in the year. And now we have to come up with a better game plan, a better effort, and try to find a way to get a home win against Utah State, who I think is playing, really good basketball. Had a 5-game win streak and then lost a tough one to Wyoming, a 1 overtime game. And then obviously played a full strength Nevada with Shearfield back. So this league is very unforgiving. There's a lot of parity, and there'll be 2 good teams take the floor tomorrow night at Viejas Arena. Yeah, obviously we have to make some adjustments. The thing they do really well is they run in transition. And that's where we got in trouble the first game. And they're not just doing it against us. They're doing it against everybody. And they have the ability, because of Bean and Horvath, that they can run to the 3-point arc with both their power forward and their center. And that always makes them harder to locate. So number one priority for us, we have to do a better job in transition defense and try to keep them from getting fast break opportunities against us. Yeah, we watched film and then we went on the floor for maybe 30 minutes. And the fine line is preparation versus saving legs. Sometimes you can over prepare if you're on the floor 2 hours and you have no legs for the game. What's the preparation worth? So we're trying to do the balancing act of looking at minutes played by guys the game before, trying to give them more rest. Guys that didn't get a lot of minutes, try to give them some reps and try to get everybody on the same page for a good game plan against Utah State and whoever the future opponent might be. Our crowd is everything, and we have great fan support. And they've been there through the challenges of vaccination cards and negative tests and masks. And there's such a big part to what we do that I would encourage them, if they can get there, we need them there Tuesday night. We need our students there because this is going to be a very, very competitive Mountain West game. Yeah, I thought Matt played well against a matchup zone. You really don't run a whole lot of set plays. You just have freedom of movement, and it's more equal opportunity, obviously. So I thought Matt did a good job picking and choosing his moments, knowing that we weren't running a lot of plays for him because they were switching everything anyway. So I thought we did a good job with our game plan. It was good to see his teammates step up where all of a sudden he didn't have to carry the entire offensive burden. So moving forward, obviously, we'll run the majority of our plays for Matt and put him in positions where he can score and make decisions for others. But I thought he did a good job against the zone on Saturday against Air Force.
Yeah, it was really nice. Air Force, they challenged us offensively and defensively. So for guys to step up, take charge in scoring like Nate, Keshad, and, for other guys to start to feel comfortable was really nice to see. I kind of, had my little struggle that game, but ultimately I feel like I was a good teammate. And because of my struggles, people stepped up. And, regardless if I was playing well or not, I think, Nate was going to have his game that he had and Keshad. So, it was really nice to see. And, moving forward, I think that's something we can keep doing. Yeah, I think I'm an underrated passer, just because of my scoring, there can be, a stigma that I'm selfish, but I feel like I'm a pretty unselfish player. And, I try to find guys when, especially when I can't get to my shot. So I think that's something I'm going to just continue to get better at and keep proving that I'm a willing passer and, that, my teammates appreciate, how I try to find them. Yeah, it's a big game for us. We're hoping everybody can come out, and it's going to be a challenge. We know that Utah State, they're really good since they got going, beating us. And, just looking at the stats from last game, they scored the ball at a high efficiency rate. So defensively, we're going to play our D that we usually do. And offensively, we're hoping that the pieces stepped up like you said, coming into the game. So this is a big time game. And, this is going to dictate, where we move forward in Mountain West for sure. So we're hoping, for the win, of course. Yeah, within our team, but just within the universities, I see, it's kind of like an untalked about, rivalry between, San Diego State and Utah State, starting with football, at the end of the game, how they, they had the chants going and stuff like that. So, coming back at home, it's definitely a game we need to win. And it's extra special against Utah State. So, yeah, I'm right behind Keshad. Our team's been fired up about it, and we're really looking forward to this game.